Hello, this is a video response to Carrie 3570 and her morning meltdown question of the video from June 13th, 2012. Real quick, I know Carrie 3570 through Colonel Richard Hunter, aka MBV. Anyway, and Carrie, myself, Richard, hopefully Colonel Hayes, and Propaganda Buster, and a few others. Looks like the Haas and a few others are going to be working on a book here soon. And that is how I got to know Carrie 3570 through Richard Hunter. Now, in Carrie's question of the video, she was discussing, I believe it was an area in Long Island, where the township had imposed fees and penalties on things like lawn maintenance and home maintenance and things like that. And the first time they were cited and fined, it was $250. The next time it was upwards over $1,000 and some prison time. And then the final time, it was like up to 15 days in jail and $1,500 in fines. And her question in the video is, kind of what do we think about that? Well, I'll tell you what I think about that. That is unconstitutional, period. 8th Amendment, we are guaranteed the rights to a fair trial where any punishment or fees will be imposed upon us. And 2, we are also guaranteed that the punishment and no undue bail or fine would be set. What I believe that to mean, and what I would argue that to be, is that my lawn not being cut does not constitute my kidnapping. Okay? And the way that you need to look at this is look at these things for what they are. 1, the fees and the fines are theft. Now, you can justify that theft through, well, you have stolen from somebody else. But make no mistake, when you are involuntarily forced to give your money to someone and you are being deprived of your property, that is theft. So 1, justifiable theft needs to be proven, which would mean that against you need to have proven that you have justifiably stolen from someone else. Further, when this goes the full limit, the full range, and you're actually being imprisoned, that is kidnapping. When you are detaining a person against their will, you are being kidnapped. And what the court would have to do is justify your kidnapping. And through the writ of habeas corpus, again, another constitutional thing, then you are guaranteed a right to a speedy and fair trial and due process of law. So, in what I think it very much oversteps the boundaries of what any sort of Long Island place could pass, or any place in America could actually pass. Now, I do believe that there is legitimacy to what is referred to as deed-restricted communities, where a group of people say, okay, listen, we're going to work together and we're going to make sure that we keep up our mutual property value by we all hold to a very certain standard which appeals to the market. That is a very different story, and it's a civil matter, and it's a private matter. And it's a voluntary election. Me personally, I choose not to live in that place. But a situation like what's going on in Long Island and other areas, that could be imposed after you already live there. All of a sudden, hey, listen, you got to cut your lawn, or you may be imposed with these certain duties. We do have, in my county, we do have certain restrictions as far as you're not allowed to have your property serve as a salvage yard or things like that. And there is a certain amount of minimum maintenance that is required, but to have those punishments be so undue, that's just that definitely crosses a line that you do not want to cross in America. All right, there's my answer to Carrie's question in the video. Check her out. I'm just sort of enjoying the articles that she picks up, and it's a good channel over there. I really appreciate the work that people do when they see something, an article or something that really leaps off the page. I like seeing that, because it's hard to find that stuff sometimes amid all the junk that's out there. So we'll see y'all soon, and I will work to provide the links to the things that I mentioned below. That is Carrie's Morning Meltdown from June 13th, and also the video from Colonel Richard Hunter about this conservative book. All right, we'll see y'all later.